on a break. It's my last day on labour ward. I'm feeling very much like I need more time here, so behind in knowledge and stuff, but I'm gonna eat something, calm down a little bit, and then I'll share with you guys like what I feel behind in and how I just need more time, especially with my mentor. I've only worked with her like twice, and the first time was in triage, the second time just once actually. That's crazy. And she's been a midwife for 32 years, so it's a thing where I've been working with newly qualified, which is fine, and they think I'm good and all of that, and she's like, no, you need to know this, you need to improve on this and that, and like I just put more pressure. She's very supportive and amazing, but I feel like there's so much for me to do. Like, this can't be my last day. Hi y'all, so I am currently in the library. Basically I've got a presentation tomorrow that I'm not actually too prepared for. It's not much of a big deal, but I want to work on it a bit. I want to finish my literature review for my dissertation, and I need to be doing more work outside of placement. So yeah, it means I'm not going to get 7 hours of sleep, but it happens. So yeah, that is the plan. It's a bit loud, apologies. Hope you guys can hear me. But I'll give you the rundown, the lowdown of what happened today. And it was my last day of labour ward, which I was actually looking forward to because I used to really enjoy it when I was back at my other trust. But I think because I was becoming more competent, here I'm quite new. So it's like I have less independence. And there's lots of instances where I feel like I know what I'm doing and I just want to do it. Oh, the lighting is better there. Yeah, so less independence, which is probably something affecting me, as well as people thinking you're doing things wrong when you're just doing what you've been taught, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, came in. My midwife really looks after me. So she was like, I've got a student. Can we have a labourer? There was no labourers, so they put us with a postnatal woman who was quite complex. And then afterwards, she went back and she said, okay, like, should we hand over to someone else and then take over the next labourer coming? Because we heard that there was a labourer coming. And then we found out that she was actually coming from birth centre, and that meant she was part of a team and she had a midwife assigned to her. So basically what happened was I had to go and work with that midwife, who was lovely. And this woman needed, basically, listen, yeah, she was completely fine, no complications, no nothing. Yet she wanted to be induced. We're like, this is a waste of time. What? Why do you want to be induced? Oh, I just want baby out. I feel reduced fetal movements, but like we're feeling lots of movements. We can literally see even movements from baby, so it didn't make no sense at all. So I don't know why they didn't send her home, but basically they examined her and they said, oh, she's got multiple os, because she's had children before, so that means it's not completely closed. It's a bit open. They said that yes, ARMable, so basically they can break her waters themselves. So yeah, I asked if I can do it, and she said, yeah, that's cool, as long as she's going to examine first and see if it's easy for me to do. So she examined, she said, nah, this one's going to be hard. The cervix is back, it is hot, it is not even soft. So she went on to break the waters, and then what happened? She thought she could feel the cord. She didn't know what she can feel. She asked me to go and get a doctor. The doctor told me to go get a scanner. And it's like, if it's the cord, she has to hold it there, because if that cord comes out, then that's it. I think it's called vasa previa. No, sorry, I'm thinking about placenta. Cord, one second, let me find out the name. So I actually had notes on it because third year is all about complex stuff. So that's what I looked at. Basically, it's called cord presentation, and that's what she thought it was, when the cord is in front of the membranes and the membranes are intact. Cord prolapse is when the membranes are ruptured and basically the cord comes out. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, the doctor got the scanner. The doctor said he thinks it's a hand, and then she was like, yeah, actually, I think it's a finger. And it's like, as soon as baby heard them say that, baby moved the hand back, and then the head just came forward. So the head became well applied to the cervix. But anyway, yeah, that happened. And then my midwife had a woman, a young girl, sweet girl, coming. So yeah, the rest of my shift, I was looking after this girl who we thought was progressing, the sound she was making, the way she was behaving and stuff. She hated examinations, like she couldn't tolerate it really well. But she was a joy to look after. And I was probably feeling quite useless, like I'm not doing much, like I don't know anything at a certain point in time. But her and her mum really encouraged me, and they were like, you're gonna be amazing, you're so good, like even just your energy, your vibe, the way you speak to us, what you said the exact right things, and all of this stuff they were saying that really brought up my morale, because I was just thinking, I can't do nothing. I don't know nothing. My knowledge is not there, because I'm trying to interpretate the CTG, which was fine. But I knew like a sinusoidal CTG. This is basically where, see, I can't even explain it to you. I need to revise this stuff. But it's like where the CTG pattern is the same, basically. So that's what I thought it was, but then it wasn't. No, I didn't realize it was that. Then she came in and she said it's sinusoidal. What does this mean? And asked me questions, and I couldn't answer everything. So I guess it's a good thing that it's showing me where I need to study. But I was thinking at this stage I should really know this stuff, but it's impossible to know everything. So I can't come and beat myself up about it. But what I decided to do, I noted it down. I need to go over what I've learned properly after each shift and how I could do better, and mistakes that I'm not going to repeat. For example, questions she asked me and I didn't know the answer, I couldn't answer. I'm not going to repeat that again. Next time I'm going to make sure I know. I'm also going to get in contact with some people on my course and see how they're doing and what they're learning, and just share with each other, because we're all on the journey to kind of learn and grow. So that is basically my game plan. Yeah, so what else did I write? Yeah, I just cared for her in labour, made sure she's hydrating, supported her. She was using gas and air. She really didn't want the epidural, but eventually she got it because the pain was mad. The pain for her was just mad. She couldn't tolerate anything. Yeah, the CTG monitoring, done her observations, blood pressure and all of that. I forgot to say she had very thick meconium. That's the whole reason she was on the labour ward anyway. And she was hilarious. She was such a funny girl, man. So funny. She was 18 in it. So she was hilarious. Like, I actually really enjoyed looking after her. She made the shift that much better. And then also helped her with the commode, because we didn't want her going to the toilet, thick meconium, that risky. So we brought the commode to her and she had to sit on it. And she was like, what? Like, I have to sit on this? This is so weird. Like, she was really hilarious. At one point, like, she was moaning because she's contracted, and then she said, shut up. And her mum was like, who are you telling to shut up? And she was like, myself. And I just started laughing, like, how are you contracted and telling yourself to shut up? I never met anyone like her. But yeah, what else did I learn? So about the sinusoidal CTG, if you see that for 10 minutes or so, it's like babies just suck in their thumb. But if it's longer than 10 minutes or anything abnormal with a CTG, yeah, you have to change mum's position and see how it goes. Normally they're like, go on your left, but changing position and seeing if that improves it. If that wasn't to improve it, that would show that baby's not sucking the thumb and that it's actually an abnormal CTG. But I need to do more study into all of this, which I've got uni this week, by God's grace. Might vlog a little bit of that, might not, I don't know. I think it'll probably be boring, but let's see. But yeah. But anyway, I'm going to work on myself, work on my knowledge and be more confident, because I'm supposed to be doing this. Even them guys were like, you're actually made for this and stuff. That's what my friend Grace always says. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here, going to do my work and then go home and sleep for a few hours, then go to uni tomorrow. This is real student life. Oh yes, I didn't mention, basically, the midwife was like how I need more time on the ward, and she's going to speak to my CPF and she's going to try and get more time with me, because we were supposed to be working together all throughout and I've only worked with her twice. So yeah, she's going to get in contact with them and let them know and try and get me more time on labour ward. And she was like, yeah, I need to train you properly. I was like, right, man. But she's been in this game for time. So I'm looking forward to it, and I want to, even though I'm not enjoying it right now. I know once I know more, my knowledge is more up there, and I'm practicing in that way, I'll be happier here, and I think I'll quite enjoy labour ward. Yeah. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so I didn't get a baby today. I did not get a baby today. She was 3 centimetres and she didn't progress. But we started Cinto. She eventually got the epidural, as I said. And I hope everything's going to be okay with her. Yeah. I hope it doesn't become instrumental, because sometimes it's like after one intervention, there's just more interventions. Do you know what I mean? So she's on the monitor, and then now she's got the epidural, and then now she's got Cinto. Now Cinto keeps needing to be increased. Like, what's next? You know what I mean? Even she was saying, and then she had to get a catheter and a cannula. And she was like, I got tubes everywhere. Like, what's next? Like, what do you guys still want to do to me? And I put in her catheter. She was saying it was hurting and that. Maybe it was hurting. But I feel like she's also saying that because she knows I'm the student. And other midwife's been a midwife for 32 years. So she's saying, oh, what she's doing isn't hurting. But what she was doing, because she put the fetal scalp electrode on the baby's head, that would have hurt her more than me just putting a catheter in. So I think the pain was from that, but let's listen to what she said. But yeah, I'm ending this here. Bye.